Boy, I sure love fish. Hello, everybody. Below. There's gonna be like nobody here. Like, why will anybody? See, this is what you get. This is what you get when you decide to do something as a joke. You're like, maybe I should do like a little panel of people drawing fish. And this is what I get. You know, like I just get to draw fish for like an hour and then nothing else. Because ultimately, the art of drawing fish is not really one. What do we get out of this? Nothing. It's just gonna be like monumental ramblings about fish. Sea life is very interesting, you know. I hope we all understand. I'm not ready for this actually. Anybody consider like sometimes you make things as a joke and then it's like, oh, actually we're doing it. Hello, hello, hi, hello everybody. Yeah, I'm ready to draw fish. I was in the middle of working a commission, but yeah. So here's the thing about that. Fucking like you never put a panel as a joke. Never. You never know, they're gonna tell you, hey, you know what, we like your joke, we like your panel. Can you draw fish for like an hour? And it's just like yeah, I mean, we all love fish. Like I'm a like hardcore fish enjoyer, but like, yeah. I used to have 10 fish. Then incidents happened. I'm glad at least there's some people here. When incidents happened, I mean my brother happened, and my brother happened, I mean he poured shampoo inside the fish tank that I had. And that's what happened to them. I murder them every day. He was very young, so I don't blame him, and it wasn't his fault either. It was like one of my cousins like told him to do it, and that's what happened. But yeah, anyway, welcome to the Excuse to Draw Fish. Your host, Hermanco, Pleasure Corleoming, as you know. Yeah, siblings happen to fish a lot, don't they? I've been doing a panel on SAHCON every year since the first year, and normally I normally have a good concise thing. We're just gonna draw fish, and we're gonna try to I'm gonna try to explain how we go about like character design and stuff. I do not promise anything, but other than entertainment maybe, and just try to hold you all hostage for an hour. And I don't really have much to say besides that. I like fish, I like sea dwellers, and I like doing a lot of that stuff. I was playing Dungeons and Dragons, by the way, and sadly I can't, and I'm just kind of like, my character right now is just like idling, because this panel used to be very early on the day. Yes. So there is this web page that I call this is one of my favorite web pages. Let me see if I can bring it up. It's a web page that has like a scroll down to the bottom of the ocean. It's a very good web page, and I think it's called Deeper Blue or something like that. And actually, I don't know what it's called, but I'm trying to find it. Oh, there we go. So we're gonna be doing that. The idea was scroll down and make weirder and weirder sea dwellers. But I can also do like, if you want a particular fish, we can do that. But let me bring this up because I love fish. There is this documentary that I watched recently about like deep sea creatures, about these deep sea creatures and deep like about like how like they send like this pod to the Mariana Trench, and they found like that somehow at the bottom of the Mariana Trench there is sea cucumbers and there is isopods and things like that, and it was just like, oh, how are they alive? We don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense how they should be alive. You know how, like, it's so deep down there that molecules get crushed and pressure to each other in a way that you should not be alive, like you should be decomposing. I fucking like love fiberfish. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Hold on, I'm trying to like set something up real fast. I am very sorry about the delay in that sense. I am not the best with OBS. Let's see. There we go. So this might be familiar for some people, not maybe some others. This is the deep sea, and it's a website where you can scroll down and just get more and more fish as you scroll down. And yeah, I'm gonna put like some like music, and we're just gonna relax and go down the bottom of the ocean to see these horrible, marvelous creatures. Because they are horrible, marvelous creatures. Funnily enough. Sea creatures could work. A lot of the time is just about what the like. This is like, for example, just scrolling down, you know, polar bears, manatees. They are leafy sea dragons. I have a love for sea dragons. Because they have like these funky little heads that are just like they're just like they look at the reverse of a fish. Like they're these scrungly, weird things. Hold on, let me get this out of the way first. A lot of the times with like sea dwellers and sea dragons and stuff like that, like these things are horrible swimmers. A lot of people don't know how they're alive, and me included. Like some fish you can kind of understand a little bit ultimately, but I love the idea of a mutant tail. I love the. So last time I did this, you know where I like to go with this stuff is a lot of the times I just like to quickly get a grasp of the shape of the thing and see if I can include the shape language of this thing. So why not just do almost like angel wings, almost perhaps, and so the sea dragon seems. I'm gonna do this because it's a little bit goat looking, but at the same time, if you see sea dragons have like this little crevice at the top, like, and they had two little droops. So let's see. For hair is always complicated with Citrus because if it doesn't fit, it just feels weird. if it doesn't work, it just feels a little bit weird. But there's very little things that follow the design language of Sea Dragons is this. Its line is scrungly and like built. It's like a bowl type of deal. Like that is what, and then it's all curves. There is not exactly like a lot of space to do anything. Also, these things are. Feel free to take them if you like. I'm not gonna like chase anybody who like the rip. And so we're gonna do that. We're gonna add like a bead, and we're gonna do this crumbly. I'm gonna make them very skinny and long. And we're gonna keep and have all the hair go into one of the beads and like a bit of the scrungly at the end. So it's just one, and emphasize with the sign. We can get rid of these if it's too much. Have more classic cellular ears that have these. Scrunglify a little bit. And let's see, what else do we have? A lot of this for the leggies. So we got a bit, which feel the sailor pant thing a little bit too well. And then we got bootsies. Now this is like very basic in terms of like how monstrous I can be. I'm like a full-blown, like I may have like very like I like to do that a lot. I like to like make the Lusus and the fish all together, but like a pair bonded, but like that's just a headcanon, like a work of mine. I don't. You can do whatever you want. I also draw the fish first because I enjoy learning how to like translate this warm thing, like the shape of it into a into an actual figure. Like, because if we really wanted to go further than that, we would have we will have even more like more of a push in that sense, and do a bit of this scrungly scrunglify. No way. Quickly you get more of this crunklet shape and everything. Stripes. I don't know. It's just quick pass of personality. It's crunkly. It's crunkly. I like to do two things when it comes to this sort of stuff. And one is like what I call the design pass, which is when I just get the design shapes, the design down, and then just draw it again, but like exaggerate things and get the personality out. Actually, this is all going very fast because one, I want let's otherwise we're not gonna get down to like the bottom of the ocean. Let's. Oh my god. Eel. I like eels. Eels are my beloved. I hope you know that. They're fat, but I probably shouldn't be doing two like back-to-back scrums, like because it's just gonna be like this again, you know, like we've done this already. Let's see what else we got. Squid Derby is interesting part of design for one reason only. They're a giant triangle in the design language. They're a giant triangle, and then there is this like almost softness to like at the end of them. Like they almost could be nice, and they also look a lot like gnomes. They also just look a lot like gnomes, and they glow in the dark, and they have beaks. Isn't that bizarre? How these things have beaks. I love the flavor of squid though, I'll say, despite the fact how weird they are. Yeah, they are very weird creatures, when it comes to things. Squeeby. See, can make a fucking gnome out of this one. Or we could use it's a fascinating concept. Also, sorry about the avocado man on the background. I live in a very specific place. An idea. Sorry about the avocado man, but he has good deals too though. Thanks. It's just literally like a chill stream because I didn't think they were gonna let me do this. And sorry about the avocado man again. Yeah, so let's do a bit of an Yeah, we have a few of those. We have a few fruit people and avocado people around the place. Yeah. So what I'm doing is, because I cannot enforce the beak, I'm doing it this way, like the octopus, like the, and I'm trying to give the tinfoil hat vibes of this thing. You know, buggy eyes. You know what I like a lot? Punches. I like punches. Highboy punches that are just leather. You wanna go more mutant? It's very easy way to go about it. You grab your character. You bring them up a little bit. You prop them up a little bit. You wanna like freak some people out with like it. It's like just. And you put the arms on like floor length. And you ask why? It's like, oh, because you can. Why not? You know. If you think about it, when you're floating on the ocean, who's gonna stop you? Also, that reminds me, I should probably keep this for tripod fish. I hope you... Tripod fish are these like little fishy. On the bottom of the ocean that literally have little leggies, and they do this all the time. They use a stand in the middle of the ocean. I probably should have for type of fish. It's like they do this all the time. They just stay there, and then they go, like, and then they don't walk. They just go. They use like float away. They use fish like go away with their like little tripod legs. They are bizarre creatures. They are. Longer means more friends to hug. Have you ever hug? You ever hug so you ever been hugged, embraced lovingly? Actually, if we really want to emphasize this, I will probably make it like a full-on dress of just like these things. And if you ask, oh, what are those things? You know those like beads that they will sell for like doors? Manage a dress of that. Fish cannot see. I have so much fish swag, you have no clue. Like, as much as this was a joke panel that I put up and they said yes, I actually like I'm very knowledgeable about the ocean, because for the longest time I wanted to be a deep sea like marine biologist. There are many perks to be a marine biologist, and I really wanted to like do that for the longest time, but like I couldn't because it's very expensive career and stuff like that. So, and paying for college is a pain in the ass. Again, if you get anything out of this, is that you can, if you go for it. If you want to take something out of it, I'm not going to chase you. This is just like if you want to steal the design, sure. Fucking knock yourself out. But yeah. Clothes are just so important. Anyway. You wanna give like the idea of something twisting when it's not. Make it like 3 strips like this. Like say this is like part of the shirt, and then you do this. Give it like strips like that, and it looks like it's weird already. It doesn't even have to do it. It's not. It doesn't even have to be anything in particular. It's just very good, like for character design, just stuff like that. And even it's all about arches when it comes to the stuff. It's a trick of making a character taller or shorter. It's all on the arches. Directs down, directs up. Oh no, type of deal. Let's see. Let's go deeper. Fastest hugging to see the hugging bandit. I really like that. That's like, see angels. See, this is where we start getting into like, can we show a skin? What are we like? Are we starting to show the brain? Imagine like very deep sea dwellers like living. And the fact that you could start seeing like you could have seen their brains. The fact that they could not go up into the surface because they are, if they go up into the surface, they will melt. Literally fucking melt. Isn't that fun? That's why a lot of like, that's why blobfish is like that. They use kind of the pressure makes the lack of pressure makes their makes the cells stop working correctly. Yeah, it's the pressure. It's literally the pressure. There is this one video when they brought up like sea snails, which are not the snails, snailfish, which are not the snail nor fish, and they brought them out to the surface, and it's the first time they brought them out, and they had like, I think about a minute before it just started to just disintegrate, and if you touch it, it will just stick on your finger. Like this flesh, because this was fish, this flesh will just start like just like breaking down so fast. They had to like, they couldn't take proper pictures that well. They had to like draw a lot of it. Thankfully, the only good that only happens to fish like or flesh creatures. Surprisingly, the crustaceans don't do that. They are able to live for a little bit longer. Whether that's a blessing or a curse, that's for anybody else to like figure out, I suppose. What? They are very sad creatures, you know, honestly. They seem to have, like, they only feed on the things that fall all the way from the top to the bottom. So, not only from the get-go, they are, like, going against, like, having to go starving for months and months and months. At times, they're, like, they have to like deal with people just wrapping them out and out. Let's see. Let's actually. It's a very interesting possibility that at that point you're made all of cartilage. Or not having none at all. Like, your insides are used. Squishy and smelly. Why do we have bones? We just don't know. Okay, now I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I have plenty practice drawing charts. And by plenty I mean I have my own chart doodles, and it really depends how like much like you wanna deviate from the formula to be completely fair. He's being forced to pay taxes. That's why he's angry. He's being forced to pay rent to live in a property that doesn't have parking, and it's $1,300 for like a one room. That's why he's angry. I think you'd be angry too. You had to pay that much for like one room with one bathroom and no anything else. Oh, you're right, but it's not a matter about affording it. It's a matter of bitching about it. Yeah, he can afford it. I can't afford it. I wish I could afford it. That'd be fucking great. I don't know, like I'm a Baltimore living right now, and it's not great. It's not great. I mean, I'm moving to Baltimore soon. I'm from another country, but I'm moving to Baltimore soon. To not go into many specifics. And I've been into Baltimore before. As much as I love the place. It's a great place, but my God, prices in America are like crazy. The rent is too damn high, to be specific. But, yeah. Little triangle shoes. Oh, hi, yeah. Isn't the rain ridiculous in Baltimore, huh? It's the weather is very like gray skies, but that's the same in my country, so I'm not particularly like. I heard that Canada has a massive like issue where like a lot of like people will just buy from other countries, or rich people will just like hoard properties and then rent them out, and that's why the rent is at the Canada marketplace is like unholy right now. Yeah, I have heard of the horrors of the horrors. Not really heard of the horrors. I have not heard of the horrors. I have heard about the horrors, but yeah. Let's say he's taking care of a baby because I can. Wow, that's crazy. You know what? Good luck to you for like finding that. Like, I'm not joking. Like, finding anything, it's like lately is becoming like more of a problem, internationally speaking. Yeah, that's the thing, innit? Like, you cannot. If you want a solo place, good luck with that. You can't do that. Ooh, Nautilus. Hey, do people like sunfish here? You have to pay rent with someone else or die. Or get like a good job. Like, you know. And by a good job, I mean a job that most of cannot get access to, I suppose. It's still like... Apparently, some fish are smart. I haven't had... I don't really believe it. I saw the evidence about some fish being smart. I saw them, like, hunting. But I really cannot believe they're smart. They're stupid. I'm sorry. Like, it's like one of those things that reality is telling you, no, these things are smart. They hunt. They have brains. And then you look at them again and you are like, no. There is nothing here. Like, I'm sorry. I know evolution is trying to tell me that they are like beautiful creatures that deserve our like that deserve our respect, but I don't believe that. I mean, maybe they are, but the only reason, well, apparently they're smart, but before that, the only reason they're alive, aside from that, is that they are like the equivalent of trying to bite through leather to get to like a, I cannot say that word, to get to like a water cookie, you know, like water and like type of deal. I cannot say the word on Twitch. I just realized that thin slim, I guess. Anyway, apparently, like the reason they are also alive is because most... No, don't get a brain. Another fun fact: a lot of creatures with big brains, yeah, they're so useless that you cannot like. It takes more energy trying to eat one that it takes like that you could like get by like eating anything else. Why would you eat something that like makes it worse? They don't have. They don't need brains. It's fine. It's fine. They don't need anything really. Maybe they did this fast. Not circle enough. Oh, we're getting there. Yeah, like I love them very much. I love the mola mola. I love the sunfish. They are huge. They are magnificent. There is enough videos out there about these fish just being carried by the torrents. That they're just like, they kind of swim away from the torrents. They're just like shoved away by the waves. And it's just like, are you guys like, how are you guys doing this? Like, how are you guys alive? I don't like this very much. Let's try something else. That's a bit more like it. Make it more like a humble. It might work. They're huge. There are videos of them, but they're like gigantic, like creatures. They're just dumb as rocks. I think we gotta have some fish. I borrow a little bit from some Korean studies. Like I did a bit. Well, not I don't know if Korean studies. It's a bit Princess. There is a bit like a bit Princess. There is a bit some fish. A bit Korean humble, but. Yeah, hold on. Eat sugar before bed. There you go. that is the sunfish mola mola advice of the day. Eat sugar before bed. Why? Why not? Why not? You know, you should probably try to do that. I promise it's not gonna hurt you. I promise it's not kill you. Okay, let's see what else we got. I can't. Like these fucking things. No, no problem with the sea dweller because I think it's too soon. But like these fucking things. This is not a crab for it, but there is a Japanese legend that says that crabs that some crabs have the faces of people that died during the war on them, and that they reincarnate as crabs. But these fucking things. Now these gives the best hugs. He's gonna draw the crab fast. I will be lying if I knew how crabs, so I'm gonna make them cute anyway. Cute little guys. I don't remember how they look like, so they're just gonna be cute little guys. Spider, they're like, yeah, spider crabs are great. I love all of them so much. Like they're just silly little guys with like funny little like. I do not know why they look like this though. Coelacanth is one of my favorite fish, and it's a very well-known fact that a lot of people thought they were dead. Surprise, they're alive. It's like, oh, this beach extinct, and the coelacanth was like, nah, just taking a nap, buddy. Literally, like, oh, it has been extinct for 10,000 years, and the coelacanth was like, should I tell them? Should I like say hello? And it was just, they just funny, just like casually living there. Like, oh, it's just there. It's just hanging out, just vibing, just like feeling it. It's kind of crazy. Ever think about that? Like how like hidden or like weird you have to be like alive for 1,000 years. Like for like actually no, that's not the real question. Talk about evolution reaching peak perfection. There are two things that evolution really likes: crabs and coelacanth. Everything wants to be chronographed. Carcinogization is one of my favorite facts that is not true. Well, it is kind of true. It's not proven, but it's a very possible scientific theory. And then there is... And then there is like coelacanth, who has been alive since inception. I can do that fast. Actually, I'm doing it for memory because I don't remember how to look. However, I'm about to do something and sneak in a Discord chat. The Condus is just a coelacanth in disguise. Just fucking ancient. Hold on. Let me do something fast. Just like I don't know, you guys can hear like Discord sounds. Anyway, that was good enough. And like to my the condense is like something or fish time. Something that almost uncanny valley of a troll. Like obviously like not variable, but like it's almost like their air is slightly off about them. That there is something that is no longer like think about like Neanderthals and like Homo sapiens way back when. How they are similar but not the same. And that's kind of what I think about Condi. It's just like she is just slightly off and you don't know why. It doesn't tell, your brain doesn't tell you why. At least troll brain does social why. We know why, but like trolls couldn't really like figure it out. It's almost, it's like seeing, it's like that one idea of a wolf seeing a borsoi. Like how different yet the same. How like strange would be to see something like that on the snow. Very pretty, very beautiful, very strange. However, this gives me one of the easiest horn designs. Horns are always like a mess when it comes to like fish, because a lot of fish have either the same thing or nothing to work with. You have to like think about it. And thinking is not what we want to do when it comes to also, it's getting to the point we could have like a weird afro situation going on. Going to the point that like pure black eyes will make sense, but you know, let's not get crazy here. A very punky style of have like a very sleek uniform. Fish. Because our fish have just like two colors, might as well use them properly where they need to be. So. There are two camps about using fish as hair. I am on the camp that use fish as hair if you can, but to me you don't have to. I just like fish. See, I was thinking that they could be a street artist, but how will that work underwater? What is this beach doing? Like, because this is very street work, but what will they be doing, like, underwater, like, street art? Because it will just go away. And then they will reach depression. Use a squeak to color the walls black. It's fucking like. Evil, evil fish. However, that's intention, but let's be honest. Since when sea dwellers are smart? Let's see. You know what's the worst part? I heard of those books, and those books fuck me up. There is one about like space, and how like humanity gets used as different type of like things by other things, and some people evolve used to be like weird thing. Also, the worst part is like we've been scrolling for like an hour. We're like, look at the scroll bar. All Tomorrows is fucked up. All Tomorrows is such a fucking fucked up thing. Serious. Also, look at this fucking scroll bar. We're nowhere near the fucking depth, and we are out of time already. Ultramuros is such a horrible, like, oh hey, that's a blobfish. Ultramuros is like very good, but it's so scary. Like, I don't think I have ever heard more nightmare scenarios than in Ultramuro. And like how many ways humanity just like loses itself into the existence. I think about that a lot. I don't. Do you know that field sharks are full of peace? Yeah. And actually no. No, field sharks are also full of peace. But golden sharks has even more peace. I don't know. Colonialism is kind of like a traumatic experience for the colonies, you know. Me, the colonies. God. Never think about the sharks are full of peace. Somehow they're gonna find a way to like not work and blame it to other people. I love goblin sharks. They have like a stem button in their throats. They just go oh. Yeah, that is, I fucking hate that actually. It's like, brother. And by the time like humans, and then back on Earth, by the time humans, things evolve, they no longer remember they were human ever. It's like, oh god, okay, well, like, depressing. I'm actually, we're out of time, so I don't want to like step on anybody else's like stream time. Thank you for tolerating this. Again, it was fun. I'm glad it was just a chill stream for you guys. Have fun in the con, and remember, there is fish living in the area known as the no living zone, in which no fish should be alive. Think about that for a second. Not a single living being should be alive down there, and yet there is just fish alive, and we are not exactly able, like, we have theories, but we don't have concrete evidence on why they're alive. Ever wonder what else is there other than... Also, another fun fact, sometimes they tagged a big shark and the shark went like, dropped like 12 meters into the deep, like very fast, if I'm not mistaken. Something dragged it and ate it because they found they used the tag, just disappeared. Also, we have discovered more of the space than the ocean in our homes, and there is this thing called the bloop that is, they say it's a whale, but the resonance is so deep and so like huge that the statistics is that the thing that made the noise that alerted both the Americans and the Russians at the same time has to be bigger than any whale ever recorded. Any blue whale. Something out there made a noise so violently big around Cold World War II that, and they estimate that it's bigger than any whale that ever existed, if no more. Look up the bloop if you can. I have a lot of fun little facts about that. Fish don't care what humans think is possible. And fish also break the barriers of existence constantly. If you look up at amphipods are the ones that live so deep in the ocean that they with so little food that there is no light. Also, there is a funny thing about amphipods. They will have survived the pressures. Yeah, I think about squids. Also, no, you know that like there is octopus that are like the hunt in packs. They hunt in packs in the Pacific Ocean. They just kind of like the humble squid thing. Like they hunt in packs. That's scary. They eat people. I mean, sure, no problem. Let's do that real fast before I have to go. We didn't get to move that much, but take everything as you will. We did like the seahorse, sea dragon take. I mean, then we had a squid boy who hugs very well, nice. Then we had a shark and an angelfish. I forgot the horns. Just gonna like. There we go. He's so fucking. Then we have a puffer fish that tells you to eat sugar before bed because that's what they do. Then we have this page of crap. And lastly, we had the oarfish that ended up suffering at the hands of a squid because he was trying to play things. Anyway, I gotta go now, and then I need to stop taking time from other people. I am. It's like, oh, hey, there are other people trying to stream. Yeah, I'll see y'all at some other point. Have fun on the con. I'll be about. Take care, and ask me for fish facts. That's not a joke. I have a lot of them. Take care, everybody, and have a be good people, as I say.